Imagine your cat is slowly getting sick and you don't even know it. Not because of something dangerous you gave them, because of something completely normal you give them every single day. Most cat owners have no idea that dry food is quietly working against their cat's biology. And when you understand what happens inside their body the moment they start eating wet food instead, you'll never look at a food bowl the same way again. Let's start with something most people get completely wrong about cats and water. Your cat doesn't drink much. You've noticed it. Maybe you assumed they're just independent, maybe a little difficult. But here's what's actually happening. Cats evolved as desert hunters. Their ancestors never drank from streams or bowls. They got everything they needed from the prey they caught. That's not a personality trait. That's tens of thousands of years of biology. So when you put dry kibble in front of them, something that's only about 10% moisture, you are asking an animal built for the desert to compensate with a behavior their body was never wired for. Wet food changes that immediately. It's 75 to 80% moisture, almost identical to the body of a small prey animal. Their kidneys stop working overtime. Their urine dilutes. The risk of crystals and blockages, one of the most painful and expensive emergencies in cats, drops significantly. And here's what no one talks about. When a cat is chronically underhydrated, it doesn't just affect their organs. It affects how they feel every single day. Low-grade discomfort they can't explain. A body that's always running slightly behind. Now here's where it gets interesting. You've probably noticed cats that seem obsessed with food. Screaming before meals, inhaling everything in seconds, pacing at 4 a.m. like something's wrong. Most people call that personality. Greedy cat. Dramatic cat. But Dr. John Bradshaw, one of the world's leading experts in cat behavior, has spent years studying how cats experience hunger. And what he found points to something completely different. Kibble digests fast. It's loaded with carbohydrates that cats have almost no biological ability to process efficiently. So their body burns through it, stores what it can't use as fat, and then signals for more. That's not greed. That's a biological response to food that was never designed for them. Wet food interrupts that cycle. The protein triggers real satiety. The moisture adds physical volume. The brain finally gets the signal it's been waiting for. I'm done. Cats that spent years frantically eating sometimes go quiet within days of switching. Not because they like food less, because for the first time they actually feel full. And then there's the coat. People spend money on supplements, on brushes, on sprays, trying to fix dull fur or constant shedding. But your cat's coat isn't a grooming problem. It's a nutrition report. The moment the body is getting what it actually needs, animal protein, the right fats, real moisture, it stops rationing. It stops prioritizing survival over everything else. And it starts putting resources into the things that aren't critical but matter. Soft fur. Less shedding. Skin that doesn't flake. Most owners notice it within weeks without changing anything else. Now here's the part that catches people off guard. Wet food can backfire. Not because it's bad. Because most people treat it like kibble. You can't leave wet food sitting out for hours. Bacteria multiply fast once it hits room temperature. Your cat might walk away, come back later, and eat something that looks and smells completely fine but isn't. The rule is simple. 2 hours and it's done. Refrigerate what's left and use it within 48 hours. One more thing. Don't serve it cold straight from the fridge. Cats are drawn to food near body temperature because it mimics prey. A few seconds in the microwave changes everything. Here's what this really comes down to. We get cats and then we feed them in ways that quietly work against everything they are. Not out of neglect. Out of habit and convenience. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. What does your cat eat right now? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious how many of you are already making the switch. And if this shifted how you think about your cat, subscribe to Feline Lab. We go deeper into the science of how cats think, feel, and experience the world. Because the more you understand them, the better life gets for both of you.